put this in. And then what we're going to have to do to make it easy on Terry, so that our secretary, is when we ask for a motion or a second, if you will write your name in the chat box, just put I motion or I second in the chat box. I see it, darling. And then that way she can get it in the minutes. Yeah. So if somebody will make sure when you get ready to do it, doesn't matter if there's 2 or 3 or 4, we'll just grab one of you and put it in the minutes. But instead of unmuting everybody, I think that would be the easiest way to do it.
I'm on Zoom.
Frankie, I am going to mute everybody. And then once, okay. And then you'll have to unmute yourself, okay?
Where's the light? Where's the light?
Okay. Can you unmute yourself? Wait a minute.
Frankie, you can also just hold your finger down on your space bar and that will unmute you.
There, perfect. That did it, Frankie. You hold it down again. There you go.
All right.
Okay. Get it.
Are you ready for me to start?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome everyone to our board meeting, our membership meeting. I'm going to call the meeting to order and appoint Terry McGuire, who is our secretary, to take the minutes for our meeting. I need to remind you that you received a copy of the minutes from November 2019 membership.
Because I muted me. Oh, I didn't mute you.
And I'd like to ask for a motion to waive the reading so we don't have to do all that again, and accept the minutes from last year's membership meeting. So could someone please give a motion to accept those minutes? Okay, we've got Elizabeth Scudder. And I need someone to please second that motion. Okay, Amy. You also got a copy of the 2020 audit. Oh no, not the audit. Membership meeting. The audit is available by appointment by emailing Tammy Rowland if you'd like to see that. And I'd like to introduce the current board members. I am Frankie Edwards. I'm the president of the board for the association. Vice president is Carolyn Carney. Our secretary is Terry McGuire. Treasurer is Sue Meek. Our community members are Patty Malone, Marietta Baltz, Carlene Thornton, and ex officiato is Tammy Rowland. Our community member Laura Lance has rolled off of the board, and we'd like to thank her for her service and being on our board for the last 2 years. At this time, I'd like to ask Elizabeth Scudder to give a report on the University of Arkansas Family Child Care Network. Elizabeth, if you're ready for that.
Good evening. How is everybody? We have been up and running since July 1 with the network, and have sent out, as many of you know, we've been trying to do a monthly email to everyone just to make connections. We've got our virtual resource fair coming up next week. You'll all be getting another invitation to that. You've got to save the date for that last month, and you'll get another invitation probably Friday or Monday for that. So make sure you come. We've got lots of door prizes, and we'll have people from all over the state, providers from all over the state there. We have a new home coming in. Tammy has worked really hard She is a jewel and a gem, and we are very blessed to have her. She's worked very hard to help our newest home get licensed through zoning and through fire. And so we've just been really working hard. I'm working on a committee across the state that that's working with the Pritzker Group to Elevate by 8 is the name. And one of the things they're looking at is why are more homes not coming into the licensed or registered realm. So the work that's been done in Fayetteville in the last month has been very beneficial to the people in Independence County because it's given them some talking points and some ideas on how they can approach their fire chief and their community about zoning and fire codes. So don't think that you're in a bubble, because the work that you do here is beneficial to people all across the state. And so it's very encouraging to be able to say, well, in Northwest Arkansas, this is how we do it. And people go, okay, we'll take that. So, but the network is moving along. It's not moving as fast as I like things to go, but slow and steady wins the race. And I'm just trying to stay focused on that and bringing in quality homes. All of you are now level 1, better beginning. So I had to readjust my goal a little bit for that, because that was a statewide endeavor. So we're just working really hard, and we've got some things coming up that we'll talk about the next time we meet that's going to be very beneficial to you guys, especially in Northwest Arkansas. And I'm excited and can't wait to share those things with you. But we want to support you. So please email me when you have questions or needs or concerns. Let me know. I'll be working as a TA with licensing on some areas. And so if you need me, please let me know. You have my contact, and I'm always willing to do what I can to help you guys, because it's just important. My babies were raised in family child care, and I believe in family child care, and I want you guys to be successful. So that's about where we are with the network. And MOUs. If you haven't sent me an MOU, you need to, because there's things in my office waiting to go to people that have signed an MOU. And if you haven't signed an MOU, you won't know what those things are. So if you haven't done that, you need to get that into me so that we can get you on that list.
Thank you, Elizabeth. With the community board position available, we think it would be very beneficial to our association to ask Elizabeth Scudder to fill that position. If you agree to have Elizabeth fill that position, could we please get a motion for that to carry? Elizabeth, they're saying they don't know what an MOU is. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Now we'd like to ask Tammy Rowland to do a report on the fundraising efforts for our association. Tammy,
Elizabeth,
are you
can
ready
you
with
take
that?
yeah, I'm here. Elizabeth, can you take 1 second to explain what the MOU is and how they can get one from you?
I was typing it in the chat box. So thank you for
I'm
that,
sorry.
because that's okay. That's a lot of typing. MOU is a memorandum of understanding. And you all received one from me earlier in the year, and there's one on the Facebook page. I put it out on the Facebook page, and it's in the documents in the files on the Facebook page as well, for the Arkansas Family Child Care Association. What the MOU says, it says that it gives a list of things that we're going to do for you, helping you with some business practices, with some marketing strategies, with just ideas, brainstorming with you on issues that you have in your home with whatever licensing or with whatever, just working with you. All I ask of you is that you allow me access to you and your data, because as you know, we are a research-based college and we need the data to prove that what we're doing is effective. So I've been able to report out some things to licensing already that we've done, and it's making an impact. So they're constantly asking, how many homes are you working with? How many new homes are you working with? Just all of those things. So you giving me access to the data. We're looking now at how many children are we actually serving in our family child care homes across the state? Not how many slots are we licensed for, but how many children are we serving? Because some grants will, if we are serving enough kids, we can get access to additional dollars. So an MOU just says we are going to work together to make family child care the best it can possibly be in the state of Arkansas. And I'm going to offer you some opportunities, and then you're going to offer me an opportunity to ask you questions and survey you and get some data. And I can, I think I might be able to put that in the chat box again if you don't have access to an email that I've sent you already, or to the Facebook page. So let me work on that while y'all continue. Does that help?
Perfect. That's perfect. And if for some reason or another you can't get it done, then we can always email it out just to this group again, and then that way they'll have it. But I really do encourage everybody to take part in that. I've read it, and there is very, very little commitment on your part other than just basically talking and visiting and working with Elizabeth. So, but there's going to be a lot that happens to you guys that helps with what's going on in your homes. Okay, so I wanted to just go over the fundraising because this is another thing that was changed because of COVID. We normally have a big fundraiser through the spring conference. Well, since the spring conference didn't happen, we lost out. I think it's normally about $800 to $1,000 that we normally make off the spring conference. So we lost out on that. We did actually have a couple of exhibitors that went ahead and had us keep their money. So we did make $63 off of the exhibitors that didn't even happen. So and then the book sale that we had last year at the fall training that was donations from Mary Studebaker's personal library, it made $118. We did do that small Pampered Chef fundraiser last year, and I'm planning on probably doing another one in the spring, probably March or April, and it made $255.99. Amazon Smile, especially right now, guys, because I know everybody's, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are purchasing gifts online, or, you know, if you will put it, I'm going to post it again. There's a deal on Facebook that I put on there that people can share. And then that way their families can use Amazon Smile. My son buys everything off of Amazon. So it's kind of one of those things that every time, it doesn't cost you guys any extra. They actually donate money to our organization. And we made $152.58 on it last year. And then we had private donations of $1,625. So that was a total of $2,214.57. And if you guys remember, what we use that money for is we have to pay an audit every year that they will not allow us to use our funding for, and that cost us $3,000. So we're just a little bit short, but we're really, really close. And so we did really good considering the fact that we were not able to have our big fundraiser. So I appreciate you guys for that. And then while I have the floor, just so that Frankie doesn't have to keep moving it back and forth, I wanted to, like Elizabeth said, everybody that's in good standings with the state of Arkansas has now been moved up to a level 1 Better Beginnings. So everybody that had gone through the process and stuff, you know, we need to work you guys on up into level 2s and level 3s. You know, it's time, and it's kind of one of those things. It's not that hard. They've actually changed. Just a minute, baby. They've actually changed the process, and it's more like eating an elephant one bite at a time. So it's fairly simple to make it through it. It might take you a little bit longer than normal, but we can get you through it. We can work you through it. But I did want to tell who, hi, kitty. I have a kitty here. I wanted to recognize the people who are level 2 or higher. Linda and Bill Adams from Siloam Springs. Linda Looney from Pea Ridge. She just leveled up to level 2 this year. Debbie and Randy Mays from Siloam Springs. Michelle Mendoza from Garfield. She actually leveled up to level 2. Lisa and Mike Wood from Prairie Grove. And we've got about 5 other providers that are currently working in a cohort group that's hosted by ASU that are going to move up to the next level within probably the next couple of months. So we will have several more on there, but I really do want everybody to consider it almost. And because there's that incentive money, and the incentive money for levels 2 and 3, you get paid annually. And you also, if you're on vouchers, you get a higher rate of reimbursement. So you need to consider all those things. Frankie, back to you. Did we lose Frankie? Does anybody see Frankie on there? I wonder if her internet went down.
It said she left.
There she is. There she is. She just came back. Frankie, did your internet knock you off? There she is. She's connecting to audio. Your internet knocked you off, didn't it? You're still muted. There
Yes,
you
it did. It just went blank. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm done. So you go
Okay.
on from the
All right. Back at it then. I'd like to turn it over now to Sue Meek, who is our treasurer, to give us the annual report. Sue, if you're ready for that.
So as of October 31st, 2020, the CACFP had $29,301.24, and our association had $6,434.16.
Okay, thank you, Sue. Our annual report was emailed to each of the members. If you didn't get that, you can get with Tammy, but you should have got it through email. So I'm asking for a motion to accept that annual report. And a second, if somebody wants to go ahead and do that. Okay, thank you, guys. Also, our proposed training schedule was emailed to the members. Again, if you didn't get that, you can get with Tammy and she can get it to you. I need a motion to accept the proposed training schedule.
Frankie, can I say one thing before we get
Sure.
that motion?
Yeah.
I'm sure you noticed on the training schedule, there's a lot of to be determined, because we just don't know whether it's going to be face-to-face or whether we're going to do Zooms. But now that we've purchased this Zoom platform, I will make sure that we continue to have the trainings and the things that are going on. It's just a lot of it's going to have to be determined.
Yeah, that's understandable. So we got a motion for that. Can we get a second? Okay. There was a $5 increase in our membership fee for 2021 fiscal year to try to offset the loss of the number of homes that we've had. We need a motion, please, to accept that increase. And a second, please. Thank you, guys. Is there any other business that anybody would like to discuss? If so, you can unmute yourself and just let us know. Nothing else? Well, I just want to for myself say, and I know you all agree with me, we want to thank Tammy very much for everything she does for us. She keeps us together. She keeps us running. She keeps us informed. We appreciate all the time you put in on it. And so if there's nothing else, then I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting. And a second, please. And we'll clock the time now as adjournment time, Terry. And thanks everybody for joining us.
Can I say something now that it's officially adjourned?
Yes.
Vote, vote, vote. Monday night. The Voice.
He is